Hello, this is Sherry Vickers. She will be turning into Grandma Adams. Today we'll be doing a tutorial on her makeup. This is Summer Newman. Ernest.
Ernest.
Yes, I like that. I don't know, I just make something up. And she will be transforming all of this into a beautiful woman. I mean, a beautiful Morticia woman in a matter of moments.
And this is the flapper. She's getting her hair braided by Lori.
So with Grandma, we first start with some latex on the top. And there's many ways that you can do old age. We actually have to make Sherry turn into a 102-year-old woman. So in order to do that, we do a latex on the top, and then we add tissue paper, and that creates kind of a prosthetic for the forehead, which really creates some nice wrinkles, as you'll see today. So then we take just regular tissue paper, and we apply it to that latex and smooth it over her forehead, and then she will wrinkle her forehead like that. And as you can already see, you can see the impression of the wrinkles right there that are formulating in the tissue paper. We'll just take a hair dryer. Always put your hair dryer on low because you don't want to heat the latex. If you heat the latex, it's not going to dry, it will continue to be wet. And then what I'll do next is just lay down the edges and glue those down to her face. We'll be back in a moment. So what we did is we trimmed up the tissue paper just to give this nice little portion right here on the forehead. And what I'm going to do next is take the latex and go around the edges of the tissue paper and lay this down. You'll want to do probably a couple of layers of this to get rid of this little edge that you see right there to make it smooth into her skin. I'll actually go up and where her wig cap is, begin to glue that down to the wig cap. Because with Grandma Adams, her hair sets so high and is up, it helps create a natural look blending into the wig. So now we're just going to use a hairdryer on cool again and repeat the same process that you just saw about 2 other times. Once we have this glued down, then we're going to take what is called some wrinkle stipple, and we're just going to put that where her natural wrinkles usually are, and we're going to apply that by pulling back her skin just a little bit. I usually run that right here where the temples are and all the way down the cheek. And as you can see in just a moment, it'll give us some really nice wrinkles here.
Sherry has natural wrinkles.
Thank you, Lauren.
And again, we'll just dry it a little bit. When the latex starts to dry, you can tell that it goes from white to clear, and that's what we want to see. When it gets to that clear point, it's a little sticky, and that way we can formulate the wrinkles that we want to on her face. Now, we ask her to sprinkle like she is right now, and then I help that a little bit by pushing in where you can see some of those wrinkles are as well.
I had the same thought. I brought my tea in.
So as you can see on the video, I'm holding her skin together a little bit like this so that the latex will formulate and stick together to form a wrinkle. And as we let go, you can see how right here she's got this really nice wrinkle going on. And we'll do one in her cheek as well.
That looks sort of painful, Grandma. Is it painful?
Not really.
As you can tell, she's already starting to get in character. Her voice is starting to change. And you can see right now how that really nice wrinkle right there is formed. And so when we start doing the makeup over all of these wrinkles, it'll give us a really nice natural look to this wrinkle. We'll continue to do this throughout the rest of the face and go to the other side of the face, and then we'll come back and show you how we do the lip and chin. And so what we've done is we have applied the latex stipple on the top and then dry that with a hair dryer, and you can see what will happen. Normally you'll want to do about 2 or 3 layers to really get the wrinkles that you want to. So let's do one more layer. As you can see, this is what we do. We just apply it right here. Just be careful on your victim, on your actor, that you don't get it on their top lip, because then you got to peel it off and it can peel off the makeup. So you just keep a cloth available and just smooth that out. As you can see, she's holding this out and stretching the skin out so that when it relaxes, it comes back together and makes those wrinkles even greater. Are you highlighting? I need to make sure you get that. So wait. Okay, relax. And then we'll have her pucker like that. And as she puckers, we'll just take and press a little bit as I'm doing here. We'll dry with a hairdryer just a tiny bit. And as you can see, some really nice wrinkles have formed right there on the top. And then when we do makeup and stuff over that, we'll exaggerate those even greater. We're now doing Grandma's chin, and what we did is we put latex across the chin here. We're drying that, getting it kind of sticky, and then she will crinkle her chin in just a second to form some wrinkles. So go ahead and do that. Okay. And we'll hold that for a second. Relax it. As you can see some of these bottom wrinkles that are staying right there. You can repeat this process. This was only the first time. We can repeat this process a couple of other times. You get even more exaggerated wrinkles. The next step is we'll go right under her chin and give her that grandma double chin kind of thing. And we simply will apply latex, dry that again, and then have her pull this up, and that will stick right there as well. We'll be back for the makeup application in just a second. We actually use two bases for Grandma Adams. This is a soft peach, which is a little bit more like her natural skin tone. And we'll also use an old age base, which is a little bit darker. We'll cover her face and neck and everything that's going to be exposed, her ears, with this first. And then we'll go back over and we'll darken some areas, basically contouring with the old age. So now we're going to use the old age, which was the darker base, and we're going to go through and do some sections of her face to darken them in. Right here I'll start on the temples and I'll do this. As you get older, this area, which is your bone structure in your skull, becomes a little bit more revealing in your natural look. So this is what is helping create that, as you can see. And I'm just sponging this on so that I can kind of control how dark I want it and how light I want it as well. So I'll create something like this. I'll do this to the other side, and then the next portion I'll go from here all the way over and down to create kind of a hollowed look, because as you get older, you get more, your cheeks become a little bit more hollowed as you lose the fat in your face.
Hadn't done that yet.
You have.
You're not 102.
So we'll do that. That's another area that we'll go back over and do. And then the next areas I will do right in here, because that little bone that happens right in here becomes a little bit more stuck out. For some people it sticks out a little bit more, but for Grandma we want that look. So we begin to shadow here and highlight these two little areas right in here. Okay, we are now going to begin to do the wrinkles on her face. I'm using a shadow and a highlight. It's an ultralight and a dark character shadow color. And I'll start with the shadow first, and you can see all of these little places in here. I'll go in here with a brush and begin to cross through those areas. I'll have her wrinkle a little bit more and create some more wrinkles right here and follow those. And then I'll take the highlight and go right underneath that and pull. You're basically going to shadow what you don't want to see and highlight what you want to see. With a wrinkle, you want to see that little fat area go over the crease, and with the shadow, you're really creating the crease. And you'll see what we're doing. We'll start, so you can see a little bit more. We'll start with her mouth. Go ahead and smile for me. And you can see where her mouth right here, this nasolabial fold, we'll begin to go in there and trace that wrinkle a little bit. We'll trace it up through her nose, just like this. And then we'll take the edge of it and begin to shadow it out, begin to pull it out like this. And with the highlight, we'll take it and go right here and highlight in this area, which makes it a little bit more pronounced. So then when she relaxes, from a distance you create this more shadowed wrinkle effect that will appear there. So we're going to do this throughout her face, and then I'll come back and show you how we do eye bags. And how we do that is we go right under the eye and do a shadow. And as you can see that she's going to look up for us towards the ceiling, you can see that there's a shadow here. We go right under that shadow with a highlight. And everybody has a natural bag, but we just want to exaggerate that for Grandma because she's very tired, but also very enthusiastic at the same time. So we're going to bring that down, as you can see, like I'm doing right now. Just drop that down a little bit with a highlight. Now, to really make that pop, what you have to do is go back under what we just did with your shadow. And you will see that when you do this, and then you pull that shadow down, I'm doing it right now, it exaggerates that eye bag even more. And we'll do the same technique on the other side. We're using an old character stipple, and it contains 4 different colors, and use what's called a stipple sponge. And we're going to take this, and you get a little bit of all the colors that we're doing right now, as you can see. Get a little bit of all of them, and this gives that old age complexion from the stage. What you're seeing right now in the video is very close, but from a stage perspective that you'll see in a little while, you will see how all of this begins to blend together under the bright lights. So, now if you were creating old age for film or close-up on camera, you would do it a lot different than we are. But you can see that it creates kind of a texture to her skin, an aging texture as we're doing this. And you'll want to do her ear all the way down her neck and everything that is exposed. Now if you were doing someone that wasn't quite this old, the stippling thing you probably wouldn't do.
Dan, what are you doing now?
We are about to glue on Grandma's eyebrows. We use a latex because she has a latex foundation. You can use spirit gum. Spirit gum, for the length of show that we do, doesn't hold. So we've realized a little bit of latex does.
What is this?
And this is called crepe hair. And it comes like this in a big braid, and then you just brush a section of it out, which is what we did. And then we take it and we put it here. We put a lot more there than actually what we need, and we'll cut it away. This is Grandma Adams, so she's almost like a cartoon character in a way, so we want to give her really large eyebrows. And you'll notice that it'll balance out with her really large wig in a moment.
It's a Freudian move, wasn't it?
The guys are just, they're so needy, so when you go over
Men
there...
are needy.
Gross. I'm not touching that.
Hold my eyebrows.
You.
Give that to Lights for Love.
Where you put it at? Okay, we're about to put Grandma in her wig. Can I get on this side?
Ignore Alice at the moment. Okay, so what we do is, in any wig you usually have this type of little attachment. You want to connect that together because that makes an elastic band so it'll hold tighter to their head. What we have Grandma do is take her 2 fingers and put them right there, and she will place the edge of the wig where her hairline is, and then we'll pull it over, tucking her microphone and everything into it. With this show, all the microphones are primarily worn in the wigs or on top of the head for more of an acoustic sound. And then Grandma will take it and pin this in so that it doesn't come off, and then we'll come back and style it in just a second. Beginning of the show. So as you can see, we are right now in the process of styling Grandma's hair. And we use this type of hairspray. We've realized it works best for this frayed kind of staggering look. It's Mega Freeze. But for Maticia's hair, you don't want to use this at all. You want to use a wig spray. And this is a special spray especially for wigs that keeps it from getting sticky. We have warm-ups in 17 minutes. But as you can see, Grandma's almost done, and she'll see you guys on the stage.
Oh, one more thing.
What?
Teeth.
Oh yeah, we have to show her teeth.
Oh, yes.
Grandma has fuzzy teeth, so I have to drive my real teeth off. And I use this product. And it's minty fresh. It doesn't taste bad at all. And I shake it up real good, and it's got a little brush on it. And you put how much you want. I like to put it on the cracks.
Does wonders for your smile.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Alright. And then you take a radar. And it should say, pretty gruesome,
Gross.
for the whole show.
Love it.
It's great.
Thank you.